എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഡോക്ടേഴ്സ് ഇങ്ങനെ പറയുന്നത്? That is, welcome to my channel. Study about the excretory system today. Welcome to my channel. The last class we had studied pulmonology. About the lungs we had studied. Today we are going to study nephrology, the study of kidneys. The excretory organs. Kidneys are the excretory organs in our body. What is need of an excretory organ? Outside there may be waste substances accumulated, rubbish accumulated outside. That will get rotten and foul smell will be produced. Water will be blocked and so much dirt will be there. We are conscious about removing the dirt from our external environment. But more importance is to remove the dirt from our body. Waste products gathered around, we clean it. What about is these waste materials are accumulated in our body, our bodily functions won't take place properly. So these waste products are to be removed from the body. How are the waste products formed? Waste products are formed as a result of metabolism. Metabolism means all the chemical process that is taking place in the body. Our body is like a chemical factory. Waste materials are produced. From the factory, smoke is sent out. Certain substances are sent out through dissolving, by dissolving water and all. It is processed and sent out. So, body has got waste products as a result of the metabolic activities taking place. What is metabolism? This sum total of all the chemical reactions that are taking place inside the body is called metabolism. It consists of two processes, anabolism and catabolism. Anabolism is a constructive process. Catabolism is a destructive process. Certain substances are synthesized. Certain substances are degraded and removed. During this process, waste products are produced. The last class, pulmonology, we studied that carbon dioxide is produced in the tissues and the lungs excrete. Accumulation of carbon dioxide will produce carbonic acid and the body will get acidic. That should not happen. This chapter is also about homeostasis, the maintenance of balance of everything in the Rickard ratio in the body. What happens to excess proteins in the body? If we have taken meat, fish, legumes, etc., there is enough proteins in that. That much proteins may not be required there then. Proteins are digested to amino acids. And some amino acids are used in the body. Excess amino acids are brought to the liver. And the amino acids are to be amino acids are used in the body. Excess amino acids will be brought to the liver. Amino acids will be converted to carbohydrate for the production of energy. Which carbohydrate? To glucose. Of energy. But while these amino acids are degraded to form glucose, ammonia is produced. NH3, ammonia is produced. Then from the liver reaches CO2. Ammonia and carbon dioxide combine together to form urea. The liver produces urea. Urea is to be eliminated. Which organ? Kidneys eliminate urea. The main ingredient of urine is urea. The main ingredient of urine is urea. Urea and water eliminated. Excess water is also eliminated. Excess salts are also eliminated. And the kidneys are the excretory organs. And lungs are for degrading it and producing. Sorry, not lungs, what? Liver. Liver is the organ to produce the waste products. And produce means the degradation, chemical process taking place. Toxin taken from outside. Toxin that happen to enter the body from outside. And toxins which will be in processed food and for preserving it, certain substances are added, preservatives, and those are toxins, and those will come as toxins. They have to be removed. Excess tablets we take, excess medicine we take, all those will have to be removed. All the burden is, if you take excess medicines, that burden will come to the liver. Liver has got so many functions, and it is liver that removes the waste products, the neutralizes toxins in the body. Toxins that we intake through food or some other way happen to enter the body, or as a result of the degradation or synthesis of food substances, toxic substances are formed. So the excellent example here is, as a result of amino acid disintegration, ammonia is produced. Ammonia combines with carbon dioxide and urea is produced. And that urea is to be removed from the body. It is the kidneys that remove the urea. Excess water is taken. That water is also removed through the kidneys. Excess salts are taken. Those salts are also taken and is removed through the kidneys. Kidneys produce urine. And through the urine, these things are eliminated. Kidneys are the chief excretory organs. Then skin is an excretory organ. Through the skin, certain substances are eliminated. Somebody is saying composition as urine. Sweat is produced and is removed. The composition is sweat is almost similar to that of urine. So kidneys and sweat, somebody same things are eliminating. Almost the same things are eliminating. Nearly the same things are eliminating. So kidneys and skin are excretory organs. Lungs will excrete some carbon dioxide and some excess water as water vapor. In this chapter, excretion and homeostasis, we are going to study about the kidneys. What is homeostasis? Homeostasis is maintenance of chemicals in the body in a balanced condition. Nothing should be excess, nothing should be less. Keeping of the chemicals in the body in a balanced situation is what is meant here as homeostasis. Sugar should not be excess, sugar should not be less. Urea should not be excess, urea should not be less. Urea is to be eliminated, but some urea remain. That is not a problem then. Urea is to be eliminated. So, water also should not have excess water, should not have less water. Everything should be suitable in the body. Carbon dioxide dissolves in water forming carbonic acid. Some carbonic acid may remain, but excess carbonic acid should not. Every substance in balanced situation maintaining is called homeostasis of the body. Homeostasis. Kidneys have the main role of maintaining homeostasis. We have to study about the kidneys. There are two kidneys, one on each side of the vertebral column, just below the diaphragm. They are bean-shaped organs. They are bean-shaped organs, just below the diaphragm, dorsally, on either side of the vertebral column. You can look at the figure in your text. And there are two tubes starting from the kidneys. And those tubes are called those tubes are called ureters. In page 75, the picture is given. In the picture, you can see the kidneys, then ureters starting from that, and ureters reach urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is in the lower part of the abdomen, anteriorly. And from the urinary bladder, there is a tube going outside that is called urethra. Ureter, kidneys to bladder, urethra, bladder to out. And in that figure, you can see the supply of blood. Dorsal aorta bifurcates into two and goes to the legs. Before that, the dorsal aorta gives two branches to the kidneys, and they divide and reach. They branch and enter the kidneys. Then the arteries that enter into the kidneys are called renal arteries. Renal arteries are a branch of aorta, dorsal aorta, branch of dorsal aorta. And from the kidneys, two veins called renal veins emerge. Two veins called renal veins go out. Those are renal veins, and the renal veins join to the inferior vena cava, the biggest vein in the body. That's going to the heart. So renal artery gives branches. Dorsal aorta. Dorsal aorta gives branches called renal arteries, which supply the kidneys. And vein goes out from the kidneys. The name of the veins that go out from the kidneys is renal veins. So renal artery enters the kidney, renal vein goes away from the kidney. What does the renal artery do? Renal artery will branch and branch, at last will form to very minute capillaries there. Minute blood vessel. Each one will enter a Bowman's capsule. And inside the Bowman's capsule, there is a fine network of these capillaries. This is called glomerulus. So before that, telling about the section of kidney. Kidneys are pear-shaped. Kidneys are bean-shaped. Take a section of the kidney. Longitudinal section of the kidney is examined. Then there are two parts. The outer part is called medulla. Then there are two parts. The outer part is called cortex and the inner part is called medulla. You will see two parts. The outer part is cortex and the inner part is medulla. Kidneys have got two parts in the section. You could see the outer part is called cortex and the inner part is called medulla. Medulla ends in pyramid-like portions called renal pyramids. Medulla ends in some pyramid-like portions called renal pyramids, which projects into a cavity known as the pelvic cavity or pelvis. So the outermost portion, cortex. Inner to that, medulla. Inner to that, pelvis. Pelvis is a funnel-shaped cavity. Into the pelvis will be projecting renal pyramids. And these are the things we see when we have seen a kidney with naked eye. So you can see the renal artery entering and the renal vein emerging out. And from the kidneys, from the pelvis start ureters. From the pelvis starts ureters which go to the bladder. Bladder is to store urine. And when the bladder is full and when wanted to urinate, there is a sphincter muscle where the urethra starts. Urethra is to do that goes from the bladder to outside. Where urethra stands, there is a sphincter muscle, circular muscle contracting and expansion, that is called sphincter urethralysis. Urethralysis relaxes and bladder contracts, urine expelled out, urine goes out. Usually sphincter urethralis will be kept contracted and urine does not go. When wanted to urinate, voluntarily it is opened almost voluntarily it is so happens to be opened and urine will go start going. So bladder is in the lower part of the abdomen anteriorly. Kidneys are just